So now let's look at here. I know that I am taking time, but this part is all right. You will be going through it, expo set. So please read it, right? This is there in the handout. So please go through this one. Let me just go into the some other topic here. So now another here. Genome sequencing, population level genome sequencing. Initial part of the class I have mentioned whole genome sequencing, complete DNA. Now look at here. This one. 100K genome, which UK. Another project 1+ million genome in European Union. 3 million African genomes. All these are international projects. Correct? Which another one? 1+ million. Where? Europeans. The another one is what? 3 million African genomes. All these are international projects regarding whole genome project. What? Which one? Whole genome. Complete genome sequencing. Right? That part you will come across there. Now I would like to come into this one. I would like to explain here. This is another very important thing from exam point of view. But before I go to that one, genome project is all right. This is what you find here. We can understand every aspect of that. So now let me go into that. Let me, if everybody has written, then I'll go to another part of it. Which, oh no, all right. So just one second. I'll just go to that slide. Shreya, you can see this slide of this, right? Um, this is what atmospheric wave experiment is there, AWE. So we have to take into account those people who are online also. That's what I've gone into that. I think she has responded. Right. So if it's all right, then I'll change the page here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, she can talk also there. All right, how are you? Good?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
Good, good, very good. Okay, but what I would like to add here, um, it's good to see some voice, right, coming out there. Right, so let me go into that another one. Now let's understand, it's a very important topic there. See, when we talk about nanoscience and technology, right? Now, nanotechnology is another very important area which is transforming human lives. So now let's understand here. Nanotechnology, let me bring here a very important, then I'll connect with the current affairs. What is nanotechnology? Where we use nanomaterials made of nanoparticles. What is nanoparticle? 10 to power minus 9 meters. That we use for the making such materials there. So if we look at nanotechnology, there are 4 generations are there. I think this I would not have discussed last time. 4 generations? No. Okay, there are 4 generations are there. So first generation of nanoscience and technology, which started 20 years back. What is the nanotechnology first generation? Passive nanomaterial. Passive nanomaterials. I'll explain with example also there. I'll give you the example, you'll understand. What is passive nanomaterials? Which does not interact with the environment. Does not interact with environment. Let me give you example to make you understand. For example, nanofilter. Nanofilter. What is nanofilter? The membrane will have a nano size. What is nano size? 10 to the power minus 9 meters will be the pore. So anything bigger than nano will not be allowed to pass through. So let's say for example, nanofilter. Passive means it will simply will not react with the water. No reaction. So what is a nanofilter here? So you have a simple filter. Let me draw the filter. There's a filter is there, but here the size is nano. What does that mean? Anything bigger will not pass through. Right? I'll give you another example. Construction materials. Imagine glass made of nanomaterials. Right? Or let's say suppose in future we'll have a home made of nanomaterials. That means simply is a material. Simply it is a material. Right? So example here. Now let's say here another one. Nano fabric. What is fabric here? This cloth. Nanomaterial. What benefit will be there? No dust. Dust will not collect. No water will be there. Self-cleaning, you imagine there will no washing. Simply smart dress. Right? Wonderful will be there. So like here, what is something called smart fabric. Smart fabrics. Imagine that future jeans and materials, right, which is lightweight. I'll give you another example, very simple example. It is already there in the market. Shoes, badminton racket. Badminton racket, lightweight. Nike, Adidas. The shoes will be lightweight. Again, first generation. Now let's look at second generation. So when you talk about second generation of nanotechnology, these are active material. Active nanomaterial. What does that mean? They interact with the environment. They will react with the environment. Water, air, they react that. So that means here, if we take example here, second, they interact with environment. They will interact with the environment. I'll give you a very good example. Drug delivery, nanomedicine. Nanomedicine will deliver drug to where? Cancer. Destroy the tumor. So let's say for example, nanomedicine. And one of the example, gold, nano gold particle, which is tagged with the medicine. So what will happen? It will go to the cancer. It will go to the tumor cell and deliver the drug. So let's say here drug delivery. So I'm coming to the current aspect. Very, very important. Third generation and fourth generation have come out in the current affairs, where UPSC can ask you question. That's what I'm now coming. What is your drug delivery? Medicines. Like nano gold. Right? These are called second generation. Medical biotechnology. Now let's look at third generation. Third generation of nanotechnology, that is a nanomaterial made of nanomaterials. What is something called meta nanomaterials. Imagine you have this mobile phone. Now this is made of nanomaterials, but again its components are also nanomaterials. Assembled nanomaterials. So let me write here assembled nanomaterials. Main material will be nanomaterial, but made of several different type of nanomaterials. Now I'm giving you the current affairs, very, very important. It has recently come in the news. Self-healing polymer, which can heal itself, repair the crack, pipeline, oil and pipeline there, which can repair itself. So here you can give example, self-healing polymer. Imagine that your mobile phone, the touch screen, which break, it can repair itself. Pipeline which carry oil and gas, any crack, any defect can repair itself. Right? That means it can regenerate itself. So that is called third generation. And now I'm coming to Anthrobot. What is there in the current affairs? Anthrobot. That is a fourth generation. So now nanotechnology has reached to fourth generation. Now what is the fourth generation here? The fourth generation is here, this one. Nano machines. Imagine that machine. We have a car, right? We have a car engine, which is not a normal one, which is a nano. Nano means which you cannot see with naked eyes. So here, nano machines. What is called molecular machine? Molecular machines. And I am giving here example. Let's say very good example is a nanobot. Imagine such kind of nanobots inside the human body can help in diagnosis, can help in treatment. Just like machine, machine works. It works inside the body. Imagine nanobot going to the brain and cleaning repairing that kind of blocks. Imagine that the blocks is there, blood spot, clot, blood clot. That machine is doing the repair, which doctors do, that nanobot will do. Now that is where called Anthrobot. Now I'll come to now Anthrobot. What is Anthrobot? Scientists have used trachea. See, this is our mouth. Then it goes to windpipe called trachea, right? Pharynx. The two things are pharynx and larynx. Now trachea is called windpipe. The air what we breathe, that goes to trachea. Then it goes to bronchi, lungs. The bronchi breaks into bronchioles and then alveoli, and that is in contact with capillary. This is what the network is that. Another one is the esophagus. What is esophagus? We have food pipe which goes to the alimentary canal. What is called something? Alimentary canal. Stomach, intestine. So we have two kind of a passage from the mouth. One is the food, another is the air. So now trachea, what scientists did, they used the trachea cells and created this one, nanobot. And what is the name given? Anthrobot. So I'll write it here. One example which has come here, that is called Anthrobot. It is a nanobot made from trachea cells. And what this cell can do, this nanobot can do the healing, repair. I'll show you that one. So first you can write this Anthrobot. There's a nanobot, there's O here. Is a nanobot made from trachea cells. This scientists have created. Now if somebody asks you which generation come, fourth generation of nanotechnology. Or you can say nanotechnology plus biotechnology. Nano biotechnology is amalgamation of two areas. Nanotechnology and biotechnology. Nano biotechnology. Correct? Clear here? This one is clear? So I see I have not given the break, but I'll ultimately end the class because today we started 10 o'clock. So at least give me some time. Let me cover topics. So with that we can end the class. You have any other session after lunch? So what time you have a lunch? 1 o'clock. And 1 hour break? That is required. Otherwise all will get mad. Right? If this 1 hour is not there, then everybody will be there. So don't worry there. Clear there, Anthrobot? Shall I now go to document? Now look at document here. Clear? Researcher recently created, I'll zoom out to there. Created miniature robots known as Anthrobot. Now what is Anthrobot? Are constructed from human tracheal cell. You understood what trachea? Windpipe. Right? Those bio-robots exhibit the unique capability of self-assembly. They can assemble itself. Then now see here, tracheal cells used in Anthrobot construction are derived from lining of bronchi and trachea. Anthrobot showcase capabilities for movement. Machine, right? Nano machine. They can move. Then what is given? In a laboratory setting, Anthrobot demonstrate the ability to heal neuron. Heal means treat. Where is neuron? Brain. Brain is made of neurons. That a neuron is very, very small. So that can be treated by anthrobot. Now what is given here? Anthrobots measure between the width of human hair and the tip of a sharpened pencil. You have seen the pencil tip and the human hair. In between that size is there, which inside the body can go to the brain and can repair neuron cell. This is what they have done. No, heal means that maybe some kind of blockage or some kind of things are there. So they have, what is saying that okay, the neuron cell which brain is made of, they cannot replicate. Once they're dead, then dead. Right? New cells the part of. So there it means that what they're meaning that there may be some treating some kind of clot or something of that, some kind of problem which has happened, but cannot can only treatment can be done by using this one given here. This is what they have mentioned here. So okay, application and all is given. See here another word is genobot. See here this one is another very important thing. See when you say genobot, it refers to stem cell. See here, derived from embryonic stem cells of frogs, not from human being. You can write it down, just write it down. Genobot derived from embryonic stem cells of frogs. Cleanup and various capable of self-organizing cells for specific tasks. Now see where it is used, drug delivery, involved medical procedure. See when you take genobot, you are talking about other organisms used in humans. I'll make you understand. Wherever the word xenobot comes, there are other animals. But where we are using? In human body. Like xenotransplantation. What is xenotransplantation? Pig heart. That pig is another animal, but that heart was transplanted to a human being. This was xenotransplantation. Simply remember that wherever the word xeno comes, that is another animal used in humans. So what is genobot here? These are those stem cells of other animals, but being used in a human being. Are you able to understand? Other animals used in human beings. See, derived from embryonic stem cells of frogs, not humans, from the frogs. And where we are using? We are using in medical science of where we are treating human disease. We are treating what? Human disease. That is called genobot. Right? And when you use anthrobot, what is anthro mean? We are taking that from human being only. Let's say human stem cell, suppose human stem cell, and use in human being, that will be anthrobot. Are you able to understand the difference? There is a difference here. So anthrobot considered from human tracheal cell. See again remember that, not necessarily trachea, it can be any other cells. Are you able to understand? Trachea they have done with trachea, but scientists can develop anthrobot with other type of cells of the body. They can create it. Clear? So that part you have to know there. It's given applied in regenerative medicine, wound healing, then treatment of various diseases. There it can be used. Right? Just be clear with some keyword, because if in the question paper geno word comes, so just understand that what is the geno here stands for, from where we are talking about. Other animals used in human beings. That was geno. Right? There's something called genophobia also. What is genophobia? Xenophobia. The word comes with genophobia, hydrophobia, genophobia, fear of others. Right? किसी को है ऐसा? They fear other person. Right? Now, genophobia could be with other animals. It's the fear of animals. Tiger. Sometimes, people may be afraid of normal animals, which are on the road. Dogs and all this. That is genophobia. Right? And what will be anthrophobia? Right? Anthrophobia will be man afraid of another man. Imagine if somebody has got this psychological problem, anthrophobia, will be remaining outside, will not be able to meet others. That's what the anthrogeno word is there. Just to make you understand, I've given. So just see here. Now, this I've discussed, Jamun tree, genome sequencing, right? Genome sequencing, Jamun tree. Okay, now let's come to this. Google AI. So this is the DNA gene there, chromosome, made of DNA. DNA has this. Within the cell we have a nucleus is made of chromosomes, and chromosome is made of DNA, and part of DNA sequence which has a property trait that is called gene. The diagram is there. Okay, tell me here. Gemini. Okay. Okay, I'll do one thing here. Let me discuss two Gemini. One Gemini I have already discussed, but again, I'll bring it here. Let's look at here. The two Gemini or Gemini is in the news. And one Gemini, Gemini Ganeshan, right? You are aware of that. Great man. He's a great actor, right? Father of Rekha. You know Rekha? Rekha, Bollywood actress. Rekha. There are Bollywood actors who have come from Telugu industry and they have made a mark in Hindi industry. But now things are getting reversed. All the Hindi actors are coming to Telugu industry now, right? Playing the role of villain, other actors, side actors, right? Nowadays is happening there. So that's what the things have changed. Now the language barrier is gone, and thanks to social media, and thanks to TV media, where they have brought such kind of names. Yesterday, I was just walking towards on the road after coming. I really want to watch movies. One movie is Srikanth Bulla. Srikanth. You know Srikanth? Srikanth Bulla. You don't know? Now the movie is going on. Rajkumar Rao. Rajkumar Rao is a film actor, is a Bollywood actor. He has played the role of Srikanth Bulla, who is the first blind student, right? First international blind student to get admission to MIT. MIT, USA? Is a biopic based on his life. Right? It's a good movie. It's already is in theater. But I saw some other poster also there. I was passing through Saptagiri. Saptagiri is nearby. Saptagiri and then Sandhya. 35 mm. Right? Book my show. People go and watch the movie, or it's just like this only there? They go and watch the movie. So I will plan one day to go inside and see the movie. And thankfully these theaters are now left. Otherwise, PVR, Anox, Inox, all the multiplex things are coming. Only very few are left. And I think they should be preserved. You know why? For our future generation. As a heritage. We should not break them, break them and create a high-rise mall with PVR and Inox and Cinepolis and all this one. Sometimes old is also required, no? The people say that, see, this is the way I used to sit there, watch that movie, 35 mm, right? You know that, how many of you enjoyed that kind of movie? People used to whistle, throw coins, right? That is another charm was there. Kabhi dekha aisa movie? Dekha hai? Now things have changed now. Now people go to all multiplex to watch movies, right? But that has to be preserved. But I know the way Hyderabad is developing, one day they will all demolish, right? Maybe high-rise building may come. All things are there. So there has to be there. Okay. So what I'm now coming, Gemini. The two type of Gemini you have to keep in news. The first Gemini which you have to remember, that is a Google AI tool. Similar to this one. Which company has come out with ChatGPT? OpenAI. Is the same as ChatGPT by OpenAI. But remember that. What is very important thing? Gemini has got better text. You know what the ChatGPT does? Text, voice, video, image. What is ChatGPT? Search. Is a search, AI based search tool, chatbot, right? So here there is something called this one, generative AI. What is generative AI? The tool or app will give you the information. Just a human brain, as a human brain works. It can provide you all the information. And you know that ChatGPT, you can even write an answer with ChatGPT. ChatGPT can write you the model answer. You can read a book using ChatGPT. So it has got an advanced feature that's called Gemini. That is a news there. Now another Gemini is again is linked with Hyderabad. I think last time I've discussed in the classroom, but I'll write here. It is an application developed by ISRO with a body called NASA Center. There's we have INCOIS, Indian National Ocean Service Center, Ministry of Earth Science, to give forecast to fishermen about a cyclone, tsunami. That device is the portable device. So what is Gemini here? This is the portable device developed by, I write the name of the organization, INCOIS, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Service, Hyderabad. INCOIS used by fishermen to provide one is the ocean state forecast. Ocean state forecast, OCF. Then what is another thing? Not only about ocean temperature, climate, it also gives the information about area in the ocean where more fish is there. There's something called fish congregation, right? Tuna fish and all this. So what is called potential fishing zone? Potential fishing zone. Fishing zone. PFZ. Did you understand? That device can tell the fisherman that there in that ocean more fish catch will be there. So they can take their ship about and can take out more fish to PFZ. And what is third? Natural calamity warning, forecast and warning, and natural calamities, forecast and warning. I'll take it upward there, forecast and warning. Let me just take it upward. Forecast and warning. Which all natural calamities are linked with the ocean? Cyclone, storm, tsunami, right? All this will be given here. Now what is very important here is an application, and you know the satellite system. Gagan satellite, right? What is Gagan? Where we are using Gagan system? Anybody in the class? So what is Gagan? I've discussed last time there. GPS, Hana? Yes, very true. ISRO has built in collaboration with Airport Authorities of India, airports, Gagan system, that is for in terms of air traffic management. GPS aided geo augmented navigation satellite system. And what is another application of Gagan? This one, Gemini. Right? Gemini comes into that. So that is from the Ministry of Earth Sciences. That application has come. Right? So sometimes there may be same word. So you have to be very careful while solving the question. When you're solving question, be careful whether Gemini is from the ICT part in terms of AI and all, or whether Gemini is from the Earth Science. That's in terms of satellite application. Gagan system there. So both I have given here. Alright. So this part you have to be aware of. So clear here, portable device developed by INCOIS used by fishermen to provide ocean state forecast, potential fishing zone, and natural calamities forecast and warning. Right? Gagan system. Okay, now let's go to the next part of it. All I've written here. All I've done. So if anybody want to write, you can ask me, I can do. So Google Gemini, right, which I've explained here. Programming and all this done there. Then now you see here, China's 4th generation nuclear reactor. See, nuclear technology is important this year exam. And not only from India perspective, worldwide you have to know that. Let me make you understand what is basically is this one. China has built a modular reactor. See, normally what is a reactor? Big size. You know, Kudankulam, Kalpakkam, Trombe, Tarapur, Kakrapar, we have a nuclear reactors, nuclear park, but they are very big space, bigger one. But this is a small modular one. That means it can generate 300 megawatt. How much? 300 megawatt is a small reactor. You can see here what is given here. Milestone by launching a nuclear reactor. Now this is main part. It uses helium gas for cooling. Now tell me the reactors what we use in India, what we use for cooling purpose? Heavy water. No, we have reactors in India, but we use heavy water for cooling. What is heavy water? Deuterium oxide. But here they are using helium gas. You see helium gas there. Then second thing is capable of producing heat, power, hydrogen, multifunction. Characterized by size smaller than conventional reactor. What is very important? Size is not big, is smaller one. And another thing, what you see here, component as a unit they have done there. What I would like to bring here, this is part is there. This they have done there, 300 megawatt. See, our reactor today produced 700 megawatt, so less than half. Did you understand? Small size reactor, they use helium gas as a coolant, not the heavy water, and it can produce 300 megawatt. These are key points are there. 300 megawatt electricity can be generated there. Now here advantage there, avoid on-site construction. You can say is an assembled reactor. You can factory assembled. You just only place there. Today I'll tell you that today when you go to nuclear park, we construct on the site. The nuclear reactors are big one. We construct on the site. But what is this reactor? It is made in the factory and just simply taken and installed there. Are you able to understand? Can made in factory and taken and installed there. Modular type of reactor. Yes. Portable. You can portable there. So that is what they have developed. Avoid on-site, simpler, safer operation, reduce fuel requirement, and incremental deployment is there. So there you know that today India is 22 nuclear reactors. We have got 7 parks. Kudankulam, Kalpakkam, Kakrapar, Narora, Rawat Bhata. All these are parks are there. And how many reactors we are having? 22. And how much electricity we are generating? 7840. See here. 7480 megawatt. And you know that we have a 3-stage. Have I covered that last time? 3-stage? I have mentioned it. What is the first stage? Anybody in the classroom? India's first stage, what reactors we are using? PHWR. Pressurized heavy water reactor. We use natural uranium. And I have told in the classroom that after the reaction, we process the fuel and we use in the second one. What is second type of stage of India? FBR, fast breeder reactor. Another important topic for the exam, uranium 238 into plutonium. That part is. And what is the third one? Thorium reactor, right? So that is the same thing is there. Then now you see Amrit technology. All right, let me explain here. Or let me ask the question. In India, groundwater, groundwater is polluted with certain heavy metals. Now, which all pollutants we find in groundwater of India? One is arsenic. Second, we have a fluoride, right? Even we find sometimes uranium, uranium. Punjab, right? Even Andhra Pradesh, uranium deposit is there. Tumalpalle, Tumalpalle. Now the uranium, Kadapa, we have started uranium mining. So uranium in the groundwater. Punjab was having uranium in groundwater. Then, we use urea, fertilizer. So we have nitrate, nitrate in the water, groundwater. Some places may have cadmium, chromium also, and maybe lead and mercury. Mercury is again a dangerous metal there. Now, arsenic problem, let me explain here. Then I'll come. This is very important from environment point of view, and this could be asked in the exam from environment perspective. Amrit, I'll come to that. From environment perspective, one question which you could expect is this disease which are linked with a hazard disease linked with environment. This time I feel at least one question will be on environmental health. What topic will be there? Environmental health. This could be a question in the exam. See, what I found most of times, current affair material only cover over the air pollution. Like, Delhi air pollution, smog and all this one. But today, our health is impacted by other pollution also there. Like, water can be there. I have mentioned light, then even nuclear could be another kind of pollution there, right? So now if you look at water health here, so when we come across there, what is first thing which you should always remember? That is in terms of this. One is air. Let me make a flow chart here. Water pollution, contaminated water, and even soil pollution. And all this one can have what? Hazardous metals, pesticides, right? Chemicals, etc. That can go to this is a medium, no? Air, water, soil is what? Medium. That can come to human being, animals, plants, that can be there. Now, another thing here, this one. Occupational hazards. Let me give you again link with environment. Like, first thing, mining. People who are working in the mining area, they suffer with health issues. Or the people who live around mining area will suffer with a health impact. Now, one is what? Air, water, and soil can impact human health. But I'm now giving you very, very important here. When you say mining here, this mining part, right? There's those who work in the mines, they suffer with this one. The lungs, coal and all, that dust can be there. I'll give you another one here. This one, silicosis, silica, right? There's again air, no? Air get polluted with such kind of particles, which can go to the respiratory system. And those who are working there, living there, working day and night, they're exposed to the problem, mining area. I'll give you another one here. LG Polymer, Visakhapatnam, lockdown time, COVID time, lockdown. And people got that one. What was there? Accident. LG Polymer, styrene, that is a storage. Bhopal gas tragedy. 1984, Union Carbide in Bhopal. Right? Railway Man. Recently there's a web series called Railway Man, Madhavan and all this. So you know that Bhopal gas. But remember that India has suffered with a number of Bhopals. Chemical leakage. Right? So what comes here? This one. Sometimes you have come across oil and gas pipeline. They burst and the leakage is there. So now if you look at here, there could be a number of diseases. Here, number of diseases could be there. Then again, nuclear park, radiation, gamma rays, anything. Then nuclear accident. You are aware of this Chernobyl disaster. Then you are aware of Fukushima. Recently 2011 in Japan, the Fukushima tragedy accident was there. And all these are important. Recently Japan discharged the coolant water, radioactive coolant water in Pacific Ocean. There are a lot of protests there of the discharge of water, radioactive water. But what is the thing here? The point is that they have been treated to become less radioactive. But again, that issues are there. Nuclear pollution, nuclear accident. So that comes here. Then comes here this one. You are aware of this agriculture. Now tell me, farmers, see today farmers who work in the agriculture land, they don't have any, mask or some kind of protection equipment. They simply spray the pesticide or fertilizer. So what goes? It goes to the lungs, and there again, I'll give you a very good example. Which happened in Kerala. There's a place called Kasargod, and there was a problem, endosulfan. Endosulfan? What is endosulfan? Endosulfan, ENDOSULFAN. There's a pesticide. Kasargod is a place in northern Karnataka, this Kerala, and is adjoining is Karnataka. And cashew, no, cashew and cash crop. They're using this chemical pesticide called endosulfan, and that caused cancer, death. I'll give you one another name, which you know earlier it was used but now banned. DDT. No, DDT. Now DDT has been banned now, but still DDT is used in mosquito control. I'll just take upward. Mosquito control they are used there. These are called occupational hazard. Even the farmers, they are at risk of arsenic, you know, arsenic contaminated in the groundwater. So if we talk about arsenic, arsenic come to the soil from river. Silica and all this bring the deposit of arsenic. And the worst polluted arsenic pollution in the country is West Bengal. Ganga and Brahmaputra, you know, Gangetic and alluvial soil, you know, alluvium, they bring the arsenic. And the highest number of cases of arsenic is in the West Bengal. You know what type of disease is caused because of arsenic? I'll write here arsenic. Arsenic, if you look at this arsenic contamination, is a very severe in West Bengal, then you know UP and Bihar, and also part of Assam. These are 4 states: West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and Assam. Assam because of the Brahmaputra, and you know UP, Bihar, and Bengal because of Ganges. There's an arsenic problem, and highest number of cases is in West Bengal. Now I'll tell you what the disease is caused. Arsenic cause, you can write here, is called black foot disease. Black foot disease. Now what happened with black foot disease? The gangrenes, you know, something called gangrenes. You have seen dry and scaly, the leg and the hand, and they get cancer. So I'll tell you that. So it has a this one skin disorder. Yes. Then cancer. Then also this one fetal problems. Like those pregnant mother who drink water with arsenic, either the fetus will die or the children born after birth will have deformities. That has come with arsenic. And very dangerous is what? Cancer. Cancer caused by arsenic. So what we require in such kind of area where the arsenic is there, we need to filter the water. We need technology of filtering the water. So now you know CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, has come out with Amrit. What is the name given? Amrit. That is a removal of arsenic and heavy metals from the water. So we require such kind of technology. No? Today, thankfully, we all have got RO system or water purification system. So we are not getting that kind of disease. But the people who are there in the villages, they are exposed to it. Because they also consume water for drinking purpose. They get this kind of problem there. Fluoride, you know which state has a fluoride problem? Fluorosis. What happened in fluorosis? Bone. The teeth and the bone. They become weak and the person die because of the problem with the bone. Rajasthan. One of the state is Rajasthan. What about Andhra Pradesh? AP, fluorosis, fluoride problem is there. Odisha, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, these are the states suffering with fluoride problem. Fluoride in the groundwater. Fluorosis. But Amrit, I'll come to that Amrit part of it. Is it clear here, this part? Are you able to understand? So what you will do, your current affair material environment, wherever the health impacts are there, you should do it properly. You may get some kind of, pair, pair. They'll give you pairs and correct pair with the disease. Even now, UPSC is asking in water health linked with the food, what we eat outside. Recently, right, cotton candy. You have seen the cotton candy? That pink color? Rhodamine. Rhodamine came in the news. I am really very, very afraid to eat outside now, even Bawarchi and other place. Why? Nowadays, you have seen those kind of, they give chicken 65 and all this, and the color, they look like that kind of reddish color and something. You don't know. See, one is that proper cooking, you have a color with masala, spices. And second, you have a color added to the food. They're dangerous. Particularly the Chinese food, Chinese. Right? No, there's Chinese there. Now, one thing here, there's a mirchi, gundi mirchi. What is called that? The way you add that chili, na? What is called that? Guntu? Guntur mirchi there. Very tikha, complete one. And I have found here even the people add in Maggi also there. Maggi you use there, and even the noodle, you have Guntur mirchi, but they use the Guntur mirchi or some other mirchi they are using. They use that chili. Huh? No, no, but nowadays this chili, na, they're also mixed one, adulterate one. They're red in color, right? So they may mix some kind of chemical there, which may give that bitter taste, but may not be the exact chili. One is the natural chili. See, anytime you eat the natural chili, you'll see the flavor, and you can see the outside chili when you take there. I'm talking not in terms of the chili, but in terms of food, what is added there. So you have to be again careful there. Right. So now let's come to this last part. This part is clear. Amrit, IIT Madras, they've developed device there. See here, technology named Amrit, arsenic and metal removal by Indian technology. That means whatever the groundwater metals will be there, they will be removed by Amrit. So that is the full form here. That is the arsenic. A is arsenic, M is the metal, R is removal, IT is the Indian technology. IIT Madras scientists have developed. Now you can see utilize nanoscale. You can say filters, nano filters. What is given here? Iron oxyhydroxide. Selectively remove arsenic and metal ions when water passes through it. So now tell me which generation nanotechnology? I have already given which generation? First generation, second, third, fourth generation. Which generation will be there? I have already given you. See, again read it very clearly. Selectively remove arsenic and metal ions. Does it react? Yes, it reacts. No? See, one is simple filter. Simple filter only allow the water. Sometimes what is simple filter? If anything is bigger size, will be blocked. So that is passive. First generation. And what is second? Which react with the environment. This react with water. Are you able to understand? It is second generation nanotechnology. Because it is removing what? Metals. Chemically removing the metals. It's second generation. So aims to address the removal of arsenic and metal there. Government of India's goal, Jal Jeevan Mission, Jal Shakti Mantralaya, Jal Jeevan, drinking water. So there it can be used there. 2019 the mission was there. Arsenic I have already explained that. The problem and all happens. So we'll do one thing. Tomorrow what I'll do, I will cover some more articles on this. What I'll do here, tomorrow let me do one thing. This entire document and my compilation I'll put in a single form in terms of PPT. I'll try to make a PPT there so you will be able to see the visuals. The first half of the class I'll go to such important topics where I have all the information, everything there. I'll give you in the classroom there. And second half I'll do the environment part. Is it okay there? Now in environment part I just want to know core concept you have covered, core areas of the environment, pollution, climate change, ozone layer, biodiversity, then ecology area you have covered, that food chain, food web, pyramid, this all you have done that. So what I'll try to do, when I take a topic, through the topic I'll revise the core concept. Let's say if I'm taking conventions, right? So through conventions I'll give you the basic idea. Let's say COP28 UAE, we had a climate change summit there. So when we cover COP28, I'll just go into what is UNFCCC, what is Kyoto Protocol, what is Paris Agreement. The brief idea will be there, right? Then accordingly you'll understand what the governments have taken a decision, right? We'll be able to understand that. Same with Minamata Convention. So then we'll go back to Minamata. What is Minamata comes? Biomagnification, mercury, that kind of area. So what I'm planning here, at least cover this area and let me cover maximum number of topics in environment so that you are getting benefited there. Species in the news, then coming to the places in the news, then conventions, then sometimes the organization making the headlines, Then, government initiatives in terms of control of pollution or whatever action plan we have created for climate change. Those areas I'll be covering that, right?